Hello my lovelies, so this is Lizzie from Love from Lizzie, and today I'm bringing you the October Love from Lizzie card kit, and I'm going to be as quick as humanly possible as always. I know it always still seems to take ages, but I'm going to do my utmost to get through this as quickly as possible because I do have another 2 videos coming. So this one is just going to be the kit. I have drawn the winners of the blog hop for the Love from Lizzie first birthday blog hop, and it's quite complicated. I do have the names and I'll go into this a bit later on, but I also have another video to get out today which is going to be the add-on products and the October release. So without much further ado, I'm going to run into the kit. So ta-da! Here we go. We have the October card kit, and as always I'm going to push it to one side and bring things back one by one, and I'm going to start off with the A4 bag. Now in the UK we run with different sizes to American and Canada, and A4 is ever so slightly longer but narrower. Alicia runs through quite often in her videos, Crazy Paper Chick. She runs through how to make this cardstock as close to the American as possible, and she just cuts a little bit off the end to use as sentiment strips. And yeah, and then I think it's like 1/8 of an inch narrower. So unfortunately I'm not very good with the old measurements. If you've watched any of my videos, I do everything by eye and I just trim things. It's not a case of measuring. But anyway, right, so there are 5 sheets of cardstock as there are every month. So you've got a lovely golden yellow, you've got black, you've got a really deep chocolate brown, vanilla, and orange. So this kind of sets the tone for the palette, if you like, of the kit. Now, if you've been keeping up with the sneak peeks, you will know that the theme for this kit is in fact Halloween, and here is a taster of what you've got to come. So this is a 12 by 12 sheet. It is trimmed, so you could in fact, if you wanted, use the reverse side if you like the bats and the trees. Alternatively, you can cut these tiles out. So if you're having a Halloween party, for example, this was where my thinking was. You've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and then a nice spare. But you could make 12 party invitations with these, like all quite similar to one another, but obviously they've all got the different ingredients, I suppose. Chicken toes, mosquito stings. Yeah, they're quite, I mean, it's got so you're going to get those, which I think will make for some fun cards. There are some signature peel-offs from Love from Lizzie, as always now, and these are purple mirror. So these are pinstripes. They come in 3 different widths, and despite how small a sheet of this looks, they go an awful long way. So you get those. You get some spider web, which is like lace, but it's stiffer almost than lace. Like, it holds its shape quite well, and that's in black. And you get approximately the length of the A4 sheet, so it's hand cut, so please bear with me. You're going to get some specialty cardstock, and I couldn't decide on the colours, so I put extra in this month. So you've got olive green, you've got burnt orange, I'm hoping the sheen is catching there, you've got graphite black, you've got gold, and you've got burnt copper. So they are all double-sided, so if you're wanting to make a window in your card, you know, you're able to. And then we have also, we have vellum this month. We haven't had vellum for a little while, so I thought I'd pop some in. So there are 3 different sized tiles this month, and they have got a black gloss. I will try it. Oh, there you go, you can see it on that one. Each of them has got some black gloss, and they're great for journaling. You can make shakers with them, but there are 3 in that size. There are 2 in this size, and these are, let me see, these are 6 inches by 3.5. These guys are 4 by 4, and then these 2 big boys are 4 by 6. So these would be a standard card front if you're in the States or Canada. So you get those. And then the patterned papers. Now obviously you've seen this, you've seen this. You know where we're going, don't you, dolls? So we've got some green stripes. We've got wood with some nice spider webs in. We've got orange spider webs. We've got coffins with little spitters on. Here you have exactly the same sheet as this. So if you like to do sort of like a background with a bigger one and then use a smaller one, the possibilities are endless. I mean, even that on the front of the card and that on the inside of the card. So yeah, there's lots of options. These are all single-sided, I hasten to add. Then you've got dusty old bookcases. You've got the bats, and as I showed earlier, oh, if I can get it up, it is the same as the back of that one. So again, if you could flip this over if you prefer the bats. You've got sort of like a gothic pattern, harlequin diamonds, some script. This one made up one of the sneak peeks with the lovely little blood splatters. They're ever so charming. And then we have spider web. Again, this almost looks like kitchen tiles. So if you're doing a Cluedo card, you know, he did it in the kitchen with a knife. And then you have the Daily Curse, and I absolutely love this. I love the old-fashioned newspaper. Need a broom, vroom. Smooth saying, the book's deadly nightshade. It's lovely. It's really, really imaginative. So there's those, and then we have the stamp set. Now this is a Love from Lizi exclusive stamp set. This is one that I put together myself, so please be kind. I find this ever so nerve-wracking. Right, so what we have here, should have kept that in there perhaps. We have a pelvis, a skull, we have a bone, we have a skeleton hand, we have a rib cage, we have a scapula, also known as the shoulder blade, we have a foot, and we have the spine. Now, it's quite a random assortment, and there isn't actually a whole skeleton, I hear you say. The idea is because these sentiments are to match with. So this is the funny bone stamp set. I was tempted to call it the punny bone. Not really sure. Maybe I'll change my mind. But so we've got meant tibia together to be stamped with the bone. We've got hooray, so you can stamp the pelvis twice and then hooray, so it's hip, hip, hooray. Head over heels, so we can stamp the skull with the foot. You're so humorous, again with the bone. I Olna want you, again the bone works with that one. Stole my heart, so you can stamp the empty rib cage. Head and shoulders above the rest, so you've got the head and the scapula. High five, you've got the hand, and got your back, and here's the spine. So this is obviously the skulls and the bones, making it like a Halloween stamp set. However, the sentiments, these can work all year round. So if you just want to have like a bit more of a masculine card, because obviously skeletons are not really the florals and butterflies generally, unless you're looking at Day of the Dead sort of skulls. This is easy to keep in masculine tones. So that is the stamp set that's coming in the kit. And I will, on that note, introduce the chameleon pen for this month, and this is in taupe. Now, I went with taupe because whilst the colour bleed is, it's quite a fair tone to go to clear, it will be really good if you're wanting to colour the skeleton. I mean, you may not want to. A skeleton, the bones are supposed to be white, aren't they? But over time, they do age a bit, so I thought this would be a really good tone to be able to colour the bones in if you wanted to. So that is the A4 bag, and I'm going to gather this all up and move it out of the way so that we can run through the embellishment bag. Okay, so here I've just stamped out. This is using the stamp set. just so that I could have an idea. So hip hip hooray, stole my heart, high five. And obviously there's more ways that this can work, but this was the thinking behind it. So I just thought I'd show you. Now, okay, so I'm just rounding these bits and pieces back up to make some space. You've got an idea of the colours now, and you know the papers that are going to be coming in your direction. And I've had a lot of good feedback about having specialty cardstock in. It enables for a bit of matting and layering, which makes everyone happy. So we have the embellishment bag. Okay, so first off, let's have a little look at the ribbon. So there is approximately 1 metre of orange satin, black satin, rickrack, and baker's twine. So they are the 4 long lengths, like the regular sized lengths that come in the kit this month. There is some Nouveau drops. Now this is Midnight Sky, so this bottle looks a little bit cloudy. However, when I make one, I will show you. I will show you here. Okay, so that looks quite cloudy. But I'm going to let that sit, and at the end of the unboxing I'm going to show it to you so that you can see that it is in fact black. Right, so we have black. We have the Scary Sparkles mix. Okay, so this is a sample bag, as ever, just so that you get a little taste. I mean, there's enough in here for at least 2 good shakers if you like, or if you just like to decorate your cards with sequins. I love a little bit of sparkle and shine me. So we have spiders. They're brilliant because I've been finding them everywhere, and honestly I've been jumping. I'm not scared of spiders, but when you see one you're like, oh, unexpected. So even though they're completely flat and I've got no faces to them, they still do the trick. But you've got purple, green, orange, gold, brown, black, and then like an off-white. And then you've got some itty bitty stars, some large black stars. So yeah, there is a sample bag of that. Obviously a full-size bag is available as well. So there's those. Now this stuff is fun. I'm looking forward to trying this. So in this bag we have, we do also have 2 actual like plastic spiders, and they have little hooks on the back. I don't know if you can see that there, but it will make them easier for attaching. So if you passed a little bit of tape behind there or something, then you can affix it down onto the front of your card. But this isn't going to be one for putting in the post because they're not flat. They have got quite a bit of shape to them, but there's 2 of those, which again, I mean, you could just leave those out to scare someone if you liked. And now this, you're going to get a strip of webbing. Now I'm guessing everybody is familiar with this, but just in case you're not, this stuff is usually used to decorate your homes. But you have a long strip of it so that you can really manipulate it and really make these spider webs look spidery. And a little bit goes a very long way. It's quite sticky on the fingers, but this is going to work wonderfully, I hope, with the die that comes in the kit this month, and that is the front door. So if you're wanting to do a trick-or-treating front door, you can put some spider web over it and make it really spooky. And the other thing is this also was in the running for next month's kit, so if you are a subscriber, this die is going to work very well for the November kit. I'm jumping ahead of myself now. The November kit. So we have that. We have a roll of washi, which is a full-sized roll, and it's brown and it's like a taupe colour again. It's very similar to the chameleon pen. So you have a whole roll of washi, and you can never have too much washi. And I think these colours work. This colour works really well with the patterned papers. you also are going to get a little bag of fun bits, because this is quite a serious Halloween styled kit, but you can't have a Halloween kit without some googly eyes in it. So I have got 3 different sizes here. So I've got 2 in the large, 2 in the medium, and 2 in the small. So you're going to get those. You're also going to get 3, and they are actual buttons. They have got a threading hole at the back, but they are tombstones, and they are 3D, like they're cut to make it look like they have got depth, and I just think they're hilarious. Rest in peace, tombstones. So you get 3 of those, and they're like a matte plastic, but they're quite heavy duty, which is good. Then we have this little bundle. So I'm not going to unravel all of it. However, this is a wired ribbon in purple. So you can distort it and it will hold the shape that you bend it to. So you're going to get a half length for the usual length for ribbons of that. You're also going to get a half length of a narrow bandage and a wide bandage. Now these are real bandages, so there are like some faults in them, if you like, so there are gaps, and at first I was thinking, oh, I shouldn't really put that in, but then I thought, you know what, this is an authentic bandage, and you know, if you've got a mummy, the mummies aren't all neat and tidy, so I thought, you know what, we're going to roll with it. So there are sort of little bits and pieces coming off, but I'm hoping that you agree with me in that just adds to the authenticity. And that's all folded up. And then last but by no means least, we have pumpkin pie embossing powder. Now this is a really nice, vibrant and bright orange, which is toned down quite a lot by the fact that it's got brown glitter in it. So on the camera it doesn't actually really show it up very well, and it doesn't in my still shots, unfortunately. However, what this does is, let me see if I show it to you upside down, maybe you'll be able to see some of the glitter a bit better. Oh, you can see it on the sides there somewhat. So if the orange was by itself, it would be almost neon. It is really bright, but with the brown glitter in there, it does actually tone it down quite a lot. And this I thought would be really fun for like edging, and I mean maybe doing like a neon door. There's, you know, possibilities are endless, but that's a 13-gram pot there. So that, ladies and gents, is the Love from Lizi card kit this month. I hope that you like it. I'm really looking forward to making some cards with this kit, and I'm really excited to see what the design team are going to come up with. Now, in regard to the giveaway, that's right, I have done the draw. I have all 12 names of the winners. All I am waiting on is I'm having to run them through every video to double check that they've commented on every video in the hop. And unfortunately that was taking me an awful lot longer than what I realised, because there isn't any nice straightforward download or way to do this that's nice and easy, or if there is, I don't know about it, and if you know of one, can you comment below? Because what I'm having to do is manually search through all 12 videos for all 12 names. So please bear with me. I will announce the winners as soon as possible. As I say, the names are drawn, the competition is closed, and I am just in the throes of doing this. So what I will do is I will post a separate video over the next day or two. I promise I won't drag this out. However, it is a very long process, which I hadn't accounted for. It's because so many of you were so keen to win. I had no idea that so many people would comment and be excited over it. So thank you ever so much for watching. Do check out the next video that I will link below, which is going to be the add-ons and the release for this month. I also would like to make a special mention to the fact that the peacock die these dyes, which I released as part of the blog hop, both sold out. This one I was able to get back into stock quite quickly, which was great, but I was told I couldn't get this and I was heartbroken because I had so many emails from people saying that they wanted this, and I have now managed to secure some. Yay! So these are now back in the shop. I will put this also in the release video, but I wanted to make sure that those that had been party to the blog hop got the opportunity to know that they are back in stock. They are limited, unfortunately. I wish I had an endless supply. However, this particular dye is no longer being manufactured, so it is quite simply what I'm able to glean from the wholesaler, from Sizzix. So thank you again ever so much for sticking with me, and I will be with you shortly with the release video. So thanks very much, guys. See you later. Bye.